been happening in the United Kingdom, particularly at Buckingham Palace. There have been emergency meetings left, right and centre involving Her Majesty Queen Elizabeth II and a number of her underlings, including Prince Charles. I'm very happy to say that His Royal Highness joins us exclusively on Marcus Paul in the Morning. Good morning to you, Prince Charles.
Sort of hello. One, of course, is delighted to be talking with the colonies. I haven't been this happy, in fact, since that broadcast the other night. This is such an escape for me. It reminds me of 45 years ago when I first came as a celebrity to Australia, and I appeared on Countdown.
Yes?
Yes, and I never forget saying to Molly Meldrum, what an extraordinary coincidence. My mother's an old queen too.
Are you concerned that the issue that was brought up by your daughter-in-law in this Oprah interview the other day, are you concerned that the royal family has been damaged by allegations of racism, damaged by allegations of bullying and harassment of Meghan?
No, of course not. I realise it's a difficult role dealing with the media, the endless hours between opening fates. Often you're alone. It's just oneself and one. It's difficult. And of course, I always wanted my sons, ever since they were young, I wanted my sons to have everything I never had.
Such
like
as?
India.
Right.
But, because, racism, no, not at all.
No.
My father was known, of course, in the days when he was on the claret,
Yes.
to drop a few royal clangers. I do recall one time when we were out in the public, at the top of his voice, after a few, he said, "My God, I'm starving. I could simply murder a little Indian." Well, that was embarrassing, of course.
Yes.
Mind you, that was before Tony Abbott made him a knight. Remember that.
How is your father? I know that he's been unwell.
He's recovering. He's still recovering from, of course, when Tony Abbott made him a knight, because
Right.
that was the day he became Sir Philip the Monarch, formerly known as Prince.
Are you talking to Harry at the moment, Prince Charles?
Yes, I suppose I'll pick up the phone to the ginger brat. I do feel sorry that he's sort of pulled out of the family. He's going to miss out on a rather considerable fortune. And, I feel sorry for his generation because, palace affordability is very difficult these days.
True, but is there any truth to the suggestions that the royal family, the palace, I suppose your mother, yourself and your father, the Duke, have actually cut? I know that you've taken away the titles, their Royal Highnesses, but have you cut funding as well, Charles?
No. It's tempting, but look, I'm willing to keep the money going just for a little time because, let's face it, I want a kinder, gentler world. It's how I've mellowed in my age. In fact, I want nothing but love and peace, and I intend to start that right after this morning's fox hunt.
Yes. All right. Well, look, it's great to talk to you. I know it's been a very difficult week for yourself.
Difficult.
How is Camilla, by the way?
Oh, Camilla, yes, wonderful, of course, and, you never hear her, you only hear me. But I did say to her, "How are you this morning?" And she said, "Pretty good, how are you?" That's one of the reasons we keep her a little quiet. But, my mother, as I close off this little chat, my mother's manning the switchboard now.
Right.
And I've had a recording of her. This is what you'll hear.
Right, please.
You've reached Buckingham Palace. If you wish to speak with William, please press 1. If you wish to speak with Andrew, please press 2, but be aware he might ask what you're wearing. If you wish to speak with young Harry, kindly hang up now and go away.
Charles, thank you so much for joining us on the program. It's been
That's
wonderful.
sort of a pleasure. And, yes, coming, dear.
Yeah, you look after yourself. We'll catch up again soon, I'm sure.
We'll get this corgi.